Leeds United spent 16 years outside of the Premier League until Marcelo Bielsa brought the good times back to Ellen Road and took them to the top flight of English football. After 3 seasons in the Premier League, though, they've been relegated down to the Championship. And it seems only fitting that we become manager of Leeds and take them up to the Premier League and beyond. They're my local team. They're the club that a lot of my family support. So it seems like the perfect fit. So with that being said, join me on this journey as we take over Leeds United and see how far we can take them in the world of football, my friends. Quick look at the settings for the series. Ultimate difficulty as usual, with strict for negotiation strictness as well. No financial takeover. So let's see what we have in the way of money to spend here at Leeds United. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new video here on the channel from EAFC 24. It's the start of our manager career mode, episode 1 here with Leeds United. I'm not sure how many episodes we'll have of the series, but I do want to take Leeds back to the big time. As always, a huge thank you for all of your support. I hope that you are feeling fantastic and having an awesome day. There's some new stuff that we've got to show you in manager career mode. So without further ado, my friends, sit back, relax and enjoy this very first episode. First things first, team strategy, tactical vision, coach management. We can have our own coaches and our tactical vision as well. There's really only one vision I'm looking to play with Leeds United, so we will press OK on this. And also coach management. I want to go ahead and make sure that we've got a very good coaching setup. So I'm not going to fill all of the coaches immediately. The reason for that is because I don't think there's going to be enough 5-star coaches. I mean, Kamo Joel here, 5-star all across the board, can literally go in any of attack, midfield or defence. It's our choice. For now, I've been able to fill our attack and goalkeeping coaching positions. We just need to start the midfield and defence. And I don't have a lot of coaching spots left available, so I need to wait for some better coaches to become available, and then we can look at signing some more. But I also want to take you through the squad here at Leeds. First of all, Youth Academy. Now, I don't think there's any of these players who are really, in fact, Albert Gallardo, maybe. Colombian, centre forward, 6'1". We're going to promote him, see what happens. The other 2 we will release, and that gives us a fresh Youth Academy ready to go that I will go ahead and scout as well. Now, here's the squad at Leeds. It's a squad that there's a lot of players, so it probably does need thinning a little bit, but also there's so many players out on loan as well, following relegation from the Premier League, who didn't want to stay in the Championship and fight, I guess, to take Leeds back. So yeah, we don't need a squad this big. So there will be sales happening, and I will say I'll apologise in advance if I sell any player who is a favourite of yours. Speaking of, there is a number of players who, realistically, when they come back from loan, probably will be getting sold as soon as they're back. Archie Gray, someone who has a very bright future ahead of him, starting a lot of games for Leeds. Don't know how much he's going to feature for us because of his overall, but bit of training, maybe he'll be an outstanding player for the future. Well, he will be, essentially. Moving on, Joe Gelhardt. We've then got Dan James as well, Somerville, and of course Gallardo, who we've just promoted. Bamford, Rutter, and Joel Pirro. I don't know if I'm playing a 2-striker formation, so having 3 strikers, 4 in fact, with Matteo Joseph, feels like we've got too many strikers. So we might look to sell someone, and Bamford might be the player who leaves, although I know he's been at Leeds United now for quite some time. In terms of objectives the board are expecting of us, we've got to sign at least 2 players younger than 20, with a potential greater than the average overall rating of the players currently in the same position. Within 2 seasons, increase your club worth by 25% and sign 2 players born in North America, with domestic success being reach the round of 16 stage of the FA Cup and win the league title in the Championship, and this is critical. So our job might rely on this. And I remember last year in career mode, when you didn't get to the round of 16 of the FA Cup, it ended up having a massive impact on your manager and your future at the club. And in terms of the money that we've been given to spend here at Leeds, £36 million. So a nice amount of money. Now we've just got to work out how we're going to spend it. We've made our first signing as Leeds United manager, and it was for £0 from the free agents. Eric Sanchez is joining. 75 rated central midfielder to bolster our midfield options. Potentially starts the first game of the season, which is upon us in a moment, against Ipswich. 76 it says there rated, but I think he is 75. There you go. So 75 rated, very, very good squad player, and he completes one of 2 objectives of players born in North America as well. As I say, I don't necessarily think the Leeds side needs all that much in the way of transfers because they have done some very good business already with the likes of Jed Spence coming in, Joe Rodon as well. So potentially just maybe a striker, a better option up there in place of Rutter, a higher rated striker that is, not to say that Rutter won't be good in the future. But then we do have Bamford back here, so we've got a lot of money, but no real places to kind of improve the squad, if you will. And we start then with Ipswich at Ellen Road. And just to let you know, I will be simming some matches, but not all of them. We'll be playing quite a few as well. So I'm going to sim the opening game here against Ipswich, then play our next match, which sees us travel to St Mary's to take on Southampton. So that is going to be one good game to feature. First of all, though, time to sim this one. We've gone with a standard 4-4-2. I said I wasn't sure if I was going to play a 2-striker formation, but I have done. And we've gone with Rutter and Pirro up top, Nonto on the left, James on the right, Sanchez, Ampadu in midfield, Firpo, Struijk, Rodon, Spence and Melier. Can we get the victory, though, is the question. We do. 3-0. What a start. Nonto, Rutter and Pirro with the goals. And now for the first game that you will see our Leeds United side in. It's Southampton away at St Mary's. Their pre-match report, and this is apparently the team that they will go with, probable lineup. So 4-3-3, we stick with our 4-4-2, and you'll see our lineup here. It's unchanged from the opening day victory against Ipswich. It is Leeds United to get the ball rolling here at St Mary's with Rutter from the centre circle. And we are off and running for the second match day of the Championship season. We know what we want to do here in the Championship, and that is gain automatic promotion to the Premier League. Ideally as champions, but I would take a second place as well, as Firpo is looking for a strong start to the game. Good challenge here. And it'll be interesting as well for me to see how long it takes me to get used to playing in this new game here. So Walker-Peters trying to get forward. Struijk does well. Sanchez now to Rutter. As Rutter can turn, and he's got options here, Rutter, and one of those is Nonto. Nonto into a great position into the Southampton penalty area. And Harwood Bellis clears behind. Early Leeds corner. Dan James over to deliver this. James's delivery is too close to the goalkeeper, and Lumley will claim it. It's a nice idea with the whip delivery, just way too close to Lumley. That's a poor kick out though, but luckily for them, Southampton, they've got it back through Smallbone. And now's a chance here because Leeds aren't quite set in their defensive formation just yet. One back by Rodon, and now Jed Spence will find Dan James. 15 minutes gone here at St Mary's. A good start from Leeds United so far. Ampadu found brilliantly, and now he's got Rutter making a move. He's also got Sanchez to his left. But Harwood Bellis makes it look so easy, and Fraser with a big touch to get away. And now this is dangerous for Southampton. Stewart up against Rodon. And Stewart comes away with the ball. And Aribo finds Kamaladine. And Kamaladine will score. And it's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to ultimate difficulty in the new game as well. But that is terrible defending from me. Southampton strike first. Really should have dealt with it better though. Here is Jed Spence. Given space over on the right. Pirro now then in a central position. Allowed to turn, but at the moment, given nothing in the way of a run. Southampton limiting the space for Leeds United. As Sanchez here will find Nonto. Nonto with a cross. It's whipped in at pace. I believe it took a couple of deflections on the way there, but it's cleared away. Now Struijk favourite to win the header, is he? Not quite. He does come away with the ball on the second time of asking, though. Pirro, Nonto, now Sanchez. Sanchez here, trying to carve open a chance for Leeds United, but no avail just yet. Jed Spence joins the attack. Ball into the box. Rutter's volley! Leeds are level! It's Jorginho Rutter, and it is a thumping effort. One apiece here at St Mary's. The cross from the right-hand side by Jed Spence finds its way to the feet of Rutter, who makes absolutely no mistake with the finish. There's a slight deflection as well on the cross, but even so, Rutter watches it beautifully onto his foot. Lumley maybe could have done better, but Leeds won't care, they're level. Half-time here at St Mary's, the scores are level. Anyone's to take in the second half this game. No changes at the break for us. I will look to make a couple of substitutions later on in the game if it's still level. As Southampton get us back underway here, as Ryan Fraser on the right-hand side. He's had a pretty decent game for Southampton, causes a few problems. Firpo for the most part has done okay, but has had a couple of moments where Fraser has got the better of him. Speaking of which, this could be another one here. Junior Firpo against Ryan Fraser. Really, really important battle for this game. And at the moment, Fraser is getting the better of the battle. Aribo into the box now. Holds off the challenge. Really strong. Stewart just gets on the end of the pass and sweeps home. Far, far too easy again for Southampton, though. Defensively, not strong enough. And Southampton take the lead again. And that will prompt us to make some changes then, as it's a triple substitution. Kamara is on. Bamford is on. And also Ayling on too for Firpo and Ampadu and also Pirro. That's a great ball through. Smallbone into the area of Leeds. Smallbone now. We back off, but Strike will get the block. Armstrong picks up the loose ball. It's won back by Bamford. Bamford can now find Sanchez. Leeds need to go forward. Sanchez. Heavy touch invites the tackle back in. But there wasn't really a lot going on. The strength of Aribo, by the way, to hold off these challenges is incredible. He just uses his body so well. Now Bamford with 10 minutes to go for Leeds United. Need a response. Patrick Bamford, right-hand side. This is a brilliant run from Patrick Bamford. But who could he aim at in the box is the question. It goes deep. The cross towards Nonto, whose shot is blocked. He had to control it. And that then meant that when he did eventually shoot, it wasn't when I intended him to. And you can see, because we're trying to get back in this, we are very stretched defensively, as Manning will take Southampton forwards. Jed Spence should get onto loose ball here. He does, but then pocket picked. Now Adams finds Fraser. Big save, Melier. Didn't deserve to be a save in terms of the way we gave away that chance. But it was a save. Frustration for me as well is that I'm just trying to get used to defending, and seems like I've given Southampton chances where all I've got to do is just jockey a bit, but I will get used to it. Still 2-1 down here. Final minute of the game. Cross goes in from the corner, and it won't be won by Leeds United just yet. Flynn Downs now to Armstrong. Armstrong shot blocked. The loose ball there. We do come away with it. 2 additional minutes. We need to go forward now, though, because we're out of time, and the referee blows the whistle. That is it from St Mary's. Southampton 2, Leeds United 1. In what you might say is two teams fighting for promotion. And this time around, it's Southampton who get the better of us. Carabao Cup tie against Barnsley. Not too interested in the Carabao Cup, so I'm planning on simming this. A couple of fitness issues, though, but we still do get the win. Pirro double to give us the victory. And now we welcome QPR to Ellen Road. But you can see that our fitness is abysmal. So might have to make changes. In fact, I will have to make changes ahead of this one. And this is a transfer for me. Someone I'm very fond of. Hwang Hee-chan has joined from Wolves for £7.5 million. He gives us an option in striker, but also he can play out wide. So really good versatility. And he is already 76 rated as well. So he will come straight into the team and make an impact straight away. We paid £7.5 million. He's on £35,000 a week, which isn't a lot of money at all. Very happy to sign him. QPR's starting 11 is there for you. Begovic in goal. 4-1-4-1 it looks like from QPR. And for us, there's a start straight away for Hwang Hee-chan alongside Patrick Bamford, Nonto, Gray, Kamara, Somerville, Byram, Cooper, Stroik, Ayling, Melier. We're forced into changes due to fitness, but still think we've got enough to win this game here. Stroik forward to Archie Gray, takes it under pressure, now finds Bamford. Bamford turning, has got Gray making a move. Patrick Bamford goes down under the challenge, nothing given by the referee. Good tackle in the end. Was waiting for the run, Patrick Bamford from Archie Gray, but held onto the ball for too long. QPR get it back. That's good work by Cooper. Now finding Nonto. Now to Bamford. Bamford to Chan. Chan's opportunity to run at QPR. Hwang Hee-chan's efforts. Saved by Begovic. Put back into a really dangerous area though by QPR, and Chan nearly profits. But unfortunately for Leeds United, he doesn't. Pal's cross to that near post. Got to get there. I mean, Elias Chair will find the shots. It's going to be given as a penalty, and it's outrageous, by the way. I do have penalties for handball switched on in the penalty area, but that's not why I'm saying it's outrageous. It's outrageous because the cross to that near post, Melier's got to claim it. He doesn't. Cooper then just kind of gives it straight back to QPR. And the ball ricochets off his arm, and it ends up being a penalty kick, which Adoma will take for QPR then. And look, to send it into the top corner, and it is a wonderful penalty. And against the run of play, QPR are ahead. It's the first time they've been in our box, and they've scored. Slight change in formation for us. We have gone to a 4-3-3 now. And we'll see if that's going to help us. I'm more used to the 4-3-3 rather than the 4-4-2. So, yeah, more natural for me. I guess comfortability. Help us get back in this game. Somerville with a touch there. As he drives into the area of QPR, there's a bit of a foul, but he still goes on here, Somerville, and he can't get the ball back into a dangerous position. That is half-time. We find ourselves behind here at Ellen Road, but undeservingly so, in my opinion. Still got a second half to go and try and change the outcome of this game. One change at half-time for Leeds United. Joe Gelhardt on with Somerville going off due to Somerville being rather tired. So, yeah, Nonto pushes out to play right wing, and Gelhardt will go into central attack in midfield. Leeds have a big second half ahead of them, trying to find a way back into this game. Chan towards Gray. Gray picking out Bamford. Bamford in the area. Straight to Begovic. The rebound is there, is it? No, it's not. But a good start to the second half, nevertheless, for Leeds. But got to do better with the finishing because our efforts today have been relatively routine for Asmir Begovic in the QPR goal. Nonto, Ayling making a move. Ayling, is he onside? It looks like he might be. Luke Ayling into the QPR penalty area, pulling it back to an area where it could be dangerous. But QPR get to it first. Where are the Leeds players on the end of that ball? Ayling is up the field of play, and this leaves Elias Chair now into a great position for QPR. Cooper goes over to keep him company, doesn't get near him with a tackle, and Elias Chair into the area, pulling it across. There's Stroik. Gets it away. Bamford can help it further to Hwang Hee-chan, and Leeds United are trying to get themselves back in this, but what they don't want to happen is get caught on the counter. Chan, found by Byram. Hwang Hee-chan then, left-hand side, forced backwards. Leeds really trying their hardest, but at the moment, getting met by a resilient QPR. That's brilliant by Joe Gelhardt to get into the area. Gelhardt! Ellen Road erupts, and it's Joe Gelhardt with a wonderful finish. We needed a moment of quality. We got it through the substitution. Joe Gelhardt comes on, and he provides a top moment of quality. Leeds 1, QPR 1. And there's still time for us to find a winner, which, in my opinion, is deserved for Leeds. QPR, aside from the penalty, haven't threatened. Here is Joe Gelhardt. Chan's making a move. Gelhardt goes over the top for Chan. Chan, back post is Nonto. Chan looking for Nonto, and he can't quite get there. He goes sliding in, but the ball was just too far ahead of him. Oh, that was a really, really good opportunity for Leeds. And now QPR, this is end-to-end, this game. I say end-to-end, I mean in terms of the way that when QPR get the ball, we are very stretched defensively. Not like they really threaten us with a chance, but even so, Nonto now for Leeds United. Space opened up again here as QPR tried to go forward. Chan can't get away from the challenge. Dunn will come away with the ball. Back the way of Begovic. Goes long. It's there to be won. Gray obliges. And now Bamford looking for Chan. Bamford gets it through! Hwang Hee-chan's effort is saved by Begovic. Big moment. I thought that was the winner. I thought he was about to make himself a hero there, Hwang Hee-chan, but no. Denied by Asmir Begovic. Gelhardt's corner, looking for Ayling. Controls well. Ayling to Archie Gray. Oh, it's over the bar. It's so over the bar, and it's not going to be Leeds who win the game here. And that is a frustrating result because you see the fans are not too happy. I'm with them. We didn't deserve to draw that game, in my opinion. And the penalty... Oh, I might turn the handballs off inside the box. Sunderland at the Stadium of Light before Plymouth at home. Then we got Blackpool away in the Cup. And then Huddersfield away in the Championship. So, not sure how the rest of these games are going to go. So, we lost to Southampton, drew with QPR. I'm probably going to play Sunderland, sim Plymouth, and then see where we're at after that. So, now we're up away to the Stadium of Light. Yeah, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 defeat from our opening 3 games. And the only win was the game we simmed. So I haven't actually won a game playing yet. Let's change that. Joe Bellingham starts for Sunderland. There's their team. You'll see ours in a moment. We've had to make a number of changes again, as this game is a few days after the previous one. Hwang Hee-chan keeps his spot in the team. Somerville starts again. Melia, of course, starts again. And I think Kamara might be the only other player who started that previous draw against QPR. Yeah, I'm not sure about this 4-4-2 because... just feels like we lack options in the forward positions. And Joe Bellingham here for Sunderland will go out to press him. They're enjoying a good spell of possession here at the end of this first half in what has been a very quiet game. Oh, wow. Jack Clark, lovely touch to get around the defence and then fires the shot goal-bound. But off the outside of the right post, Melia probably had it covered. But even so, Jack Clark closest to a goal here. And I am going to make the executive decision to go to a 4-3-3 from now on. This is probably what we'll play. Just feel like it gives us more options off the ball. And with Jack Clark going closest to a goal, we make a substitution before the break. Chan goes off. On comes Ampadu with Pirot going up front on his own. So we'll see if this inspires any change from Leeds United as Roden will now play Spence. He's got Dan James ahead of him. Here is James. Pirot tried to make a move, did he? Well, sort of. James holds on to the ball for the moment, and that is the half-time whistle. And at the break, it's 0-0. Sunderland coming closest to a goal, but Leeds really lacking anything in the way of chances. Roberts, there's space on the right-hand side here, and he will play Pembele, and Firpo is the closest player to him. Pembele goes back the way of Roberts. Why is there so many options off the ball here for Sunderland? Not sure what just happened there, but Kamara's come away with the ball, and now it's a chance for Leeds to run at Sunderland as Jan James has been found by Pirot, and James has the pace. We know he's got the pace, but can he apply the finish? What was the finish? Well, I'll tell you what it was. It was terrible. Admittedly, wasn't great by me either. I did not put enough power on that shot, clearly. Otherwise, that would have been 1-0. Somerville away. Good ball in. Looking for James. It's cleared, but only as far. I was about to say as Leeds United, but Joe Bellingham gets there first. And now Sanchez out to Spence. Jed Spence, right-hand side, taken out. Easily a free kick, but Dan James wants to play on, and Dan James goes into the area of Sunderland. It's brilliant by James. Pulls it back. Blocked in the middle. You've got to be joking me. And how on earth did Dan James get there in that position to pull the ball back? I think everyone was just waiting for the free kick to be given. This will be a free kick as well for Jack Clark and Sunderland. And he's going to be booked here, Jack Clark, for something, as we're seeing the referee's cam for the first time. Don't know what he was booked for, but he is booked. And Leeds, at the moment, are beginning to sort of grow into this and start to dominate the game. But that could all change in an instant. Much better in the second half from us. 78 minutes gone here at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland 0, Leeds United 0. It's been Leeds who've been the better of the sides in this second half, but it's Sunderland who are on the ball at the moment, looking to create with Roberts. He finds Bashkim, now out for Pembele, with Firpo, the closest player in a Leeds shirt to him. Blocks it behind. It will be a corner ball for Leeds to defend. This could be a really, really unfortunate ending for us. 7 minutes from time. Just defend the corner. Back out to the edge of the penalty area. And now Sunderland look to be patient with the build-up. They look to create as Clark will find Dak. Bradley Dak back the way of Clark. Not trying to give away anything. Kamara nearly gets there, but doesn't quite get the ball for Leeds United. It's Pembele again. Firpo with him. Sunderland still trying to remain calm, still trying to create, and they give away the ball, and the break might be on for Leeds. Somerville trying to lead the attack, and he's got the pace to get away from one. It's Somerville with James towards the back. The ball in. Dan James controls! It is in the dying seconds, but Leeds United have stolen the points from the Stadium of Light. Within those dying seconds, it's celebration, it's pandemonium for the Leeds players. And you can see the travelling fans at the top of the Stadium of Light there going crazy. But the rest of the stadium is silenced. The ball forward, the break was on, and Dan James, who had a glorious chance earlier on in the game to put us ahead, redeems himself with surely the winner. Full credit to Somerville, though. He created that. What a run down the left-hand side. And then he picks the ball out to Dan James. The finish is there, and it's our first victory that we actually played, of course. Our second in the Championship. Fantastic result, that, against a tough Sunderland side. A load more changes ahead of the Plymouth game. Kamara starts, Melia starts. I think they're the only two to keep their spot in the starting 11, alongside Chan, actually, but he did come off halfway through the previous fixture, which is why he's fully fit. After this, I will switch to that 4-3-3 that we've been talking about. But we are going to go ahead and sim this and try to pick up 3 points against Plymouth. You'd expect we would, and we do. Bamford double, James with 1. 3-0 victory for the lads. Again, it's another Carabao Cup game, so we'll sim, and we will win by 3-1 over Blackpool. So we've got Huddersfield to finish the transfer window, essentially, because after this game, we won't have another match between now and deadline day. So I think, my friends, that is actually where we're going to leave this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, a like would be greatly appreciated. Let's take a look at the standings as we go today. We are up into 5th on 10 points. League leaders are Stoke on 12. Southampton 2nd on 12. So we're right where we want to be, in the mixer. But now we need to try and get to the top and then pull away and go back to the Premier League. As for the Carabao Cup, winning the first 2 rounds sees us now take on Premier League side Brentford in round 3. I would like to probably get knocked out of the Carabao Cup as early as possible, just so that way we're not having to worry about cup games. And we've already seen that we are going to need to rotate players a lot this season because fitness is going to cause problems. So the less games we have, the better, essentially. But yeah, that is where we will leave the video then. A like would be greatly appreciated if you have enjoyed. Also, subscribe if you're new and you want to see more. Activate that notification bell to make sure you don't miss any future videos. Please note as well, if you do leave me any signing suggestions for the team here at Leeds, then I won't be able to act upon them because I will go ahead and record a bunch of these episodes ahead of time. So they will be pre-recorded and they'll be recorded before this first episode has gone live. So if you leave me suggestions, I won't be able to act upon them in this transfer window, but I'll keep them for a future transfer window. We'll be back with more action with this Leeds United side and our quest to return to the Premier League very, very soon. But until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening. Much love to you all, and I'll catch you all again soon. Adios!